Is this a familiar scene? So we're in here today because of a kidney problem with Val. Plus, I'm in here because I stepped on a rusty nail. Let's see if they figure out that I may have broken my toe as well. I wasn't going to tell you about either one of those, but I had to. Having fun yet? Nice.
They did some blood work that no one's ever done for me before.
Really?
You see those 2 big bottles that they have?
Uh-huh.
That's to check for blood infection.
Huh. Well, this may have been... This is, I would have to say, the best we've been treated at a emergency since we've been here.
At any emergency.
Yeah, that's true. So, encouraging.
Hey guys, so the pain I've been in for the last couple of days has been explained. I not only have 2 kidney stones right now, I also have a kidney infection. So they are putting me on some antibiotics, probiotics, and what else did they say?
I don't know.
Cranberry pills. She wants me to take cranberry pills.
We have a YouTube channel. So.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, she's going to write it all down. Doctor's here right now. I'll see you later. Hey, everybody. I'm fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
This is the first time that we've gone to the doctor and actually got a diagnosis and a treatment all at the same time.
You, as many times and as many different emergency rooms I've ever been to, this was the best experience I ever had with the nurse that we had to deal with the technicians, or whatever they're called for the CAT scan, and the doctor. Every single person I had to deal with there, or we had to deal with there, fantastic.
Did we tell them that I was there with you because of something I did?
I don't know, but at first when we got there, they, checked me in and they're like, he's not allowed to go in with you, no visitors because of COVID. I said, well, he needs to see a doctor too. So, on you. So, Kevin had to see a doctor because...
Well, it's like this. Yesterday when I was cleaning up the garage because I had torn down that door frame, and I was getting ready to play in the mud, as Lee would say, I stepped on a board with a nail in it.
Went right through his shoe.
Went right through my shoe, and they said it went pretty deep into my foot. So yesterday I just cleaned it off and went back to work, like I usually do.
Didn't tell me about it.
So this morning it swelled up enough that I decided that, well, it's been a long time since I've had a tetanus shot, so maybe I should go to the doctor. So I was coming into here actually to tell her that I think I ought to go wander over to the doctor just to have her look at my foot, when I was told that you are in incredible amount of pain.
Well, for me to go to an emergency room,
yeah,
I had to be in pain because I do not like the way I get treated at hospitals. But this one completely changed everything else.
I liked everything the doctor said, even about your antibiotics. So because we stayed away from antibiotics because certain antibiotics puts her right into C. diff. So all the doctors that we ever dealt with said, no more of this medication, and it's kind of was tying everybody's hands. She said almost they'll all give you C. diff. As long as we know that you have issues with C. diff, we'll give you the medication that for the what's ailing you, then we'll take care of the C. diff.
Well, she gave us a probiotic along with the antibiotic, which, well, first of all, they don't know. I'm passing several. I'm passing one stone right now. I have several stones. I don't know if they're all going to pass, or if, you know, they sit there, or if they dissolve. I don't know. But they did a CAT scan, and I have several stones, and I have a kidney infection on top of that. So that's why I was in so much pain the last couple of days. So, first of all, they were going to give me Toradol.
Yeah.
Toradol, which is on my list of meds I'm not supposed to take.
No, that's tramadol.
Well, Toradol is on there because it's an NSAID.
Yes, and in fact, you have a doctor who told you not to take it.
Right. So she explained to me that I can take it in cases like this. You know, it's better to have something than nothing. So they gave me that through an IV. They gave me Phenergan for my nausea. And it helped me a little bit. Then they did the CAT scan and all that. And then she explained, like, with the antibiotics. So she gave me the antibiotics, and she said, knowing that antibiotics causes you to have C. diff, instead of not giving you antibiotics, which if we leave this go without treating it, it could kill you. So she said, we're going to give you an antibiotic that's not on your list, but anytime you take an antibiotic from now on, your doctor should give you a probiotic with it. So she ordered us these. Did you find?
I asked you, you said you don't know.
Okay, so there's these granule probiotics that you mix in with your drinks. And probiotics helps with the bacteria in your system, which will help prevent C. diff. So we got to find out. I was sleeping when you texted me, so that's why I probably answered you like that. So we got to get some of those. So Kevin will have to go to the store and find some of that. So she gave us that and explained that to me, which is fantastic, you know. And then she went and she said that a lot of the stuff that's on my list of allergies, I'm probably not allergic to. I've probably had some sort of a reaction to it or something.
A side effect.
A side effect. And that just because you have a side effect from it doesn't mean you're allergic to it. So, anyway, but...
And sometimes you're going to have to pick and choose your...
Exactly. You know, like this particular point, do I want to not treat the kidney stones and the infection? Or, you know, do I want to take the chance, treat it, and, you know, head off the C. diff by taking the probiotics at the same time? But anyway, and they actually, which never, ever, ever happens, she gave me some pain medication, which if anybody's ever passed kidney stones or had a kidney infection, they know that it's very painful. So, sorry, I'm getting very nauseous again. My nausea meds must be wearing off.
Well, the battery's dying on the camera, so we
anyway,
better...
guys, we'll catch up with you later. And hello, neighbors.
Yeah, I don't know if they heard that, but I think he stopped himself at least.
We did. Ian's home. He's playing games in his room, and he's just about to say, "What the?" and stopped. Don't know if you heard it before we started talking, but I am. This hurts, guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This hurts. Now I'm wondering if the pain that I wasn't having after my colonoscopy wasn't from a bladder infection that moved into a kidney infection.
I don't know. I mean, you just never know one doctor to the next if they have any clue what they're talking about.
I really don't know. I really liked the ER doctor. I really did. I wonder if she takes patients.
Oh, I don't know. You're in the way, buddy. Someone went to work, I see.
I know she does. I wonder if she takes patients, because I would love to have her as my primary care. Because she really seemed to know. I liked everything she was saying. She really seemed to know what she was talking about.
Yeah, that's...
Good bedside manner, everything. I was really pleased.
She told us stuff about what's going on that we didn't know, and which was unusual. Because we're so used to the doctors. Can you see me at all? So much the doctors we, usually just think we're making stuff up for some reason. So this one, I mean, she came in and says, "I know exactly what's wrong. You have an infection. You definitely have an infection." And I've never heard a doctor actually say that.
And she said, when she came back, she says, you did exactly the right thing. She says, "You're right. You have kidney stones. You were right to start on the azo and the cranberry juice right away." She says, "You did everything right." She says, "I'm glad you came in because you do have an infection, plus you do have stones." She said, "So I know my body, guys. I know. Yes, I figured this was stones, but I've never had them hurt this bad before. But that's because of the infection as well."
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, she, when I told her, I said, "I think it's stones." And, she didn't right away say, "Oh, it's not stones, blah, blah, blah." She listened to me.
They took an x-ray.
They didn't do an x-ray, they did a CAT scan. But they listened, she listened to me. She ordered the test, and she came back and she said, "Yes, you have stones, but you have a kidney infection as well." Wow. And so, I don't know. And they also did a different blood test than I've ever had done before. And it was these bottles with fluid in it, and they took blood right into the fluid, and it was to test for a blood infection. Because I asked the nurse, "What are those?" And she told me what they were, and I was like, I've never had that done before. Never had that done before.
And I was surprised that they decided, because I came in with a possible tetanus because I stepped on a nail, and I was trying to avoid going to the doctor, but I woke up with a pretty swollen foot. So, and I may have broken my toe, but I guess they didn't notice that. I don't know if they were looking.
I don't think they were probably even considering looking for that.
So, in the same foot. So I was kind of expecting them to come back and say, "Did you know your toe was broken?" But they didn't do that. But they did take an x-ray of it, which surprised me, and they said that because they were looking for metal, just to ensure something
right,
got...
they wanted to make sure nothing was broken off in there, but they did say it went in pretty deep.
Yeah.
So they gave you a tetanus shot, they got you on antibiotics.
Yep, I'm on antibiotics, I got a tetanus shot, and I got my flu shot.
Yeah, they asked me if I wanted a flu shot. I wanted to ask her, and I totally forgot about it. I wanted to ask her, for people like me that can't have the flu shot, when they do come out with some sort of vaccine for this COVID, am I not going to be able to take it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be a problem. But I mean, but you can take the flu shot. It just makes you sick.
Well, the one time, remember, it paralyzed my arm.
Mm.
You remember that one?
Yeah. Well, both of my shoulders hurt pretty good.
Well, that's because you got shots in both arms.
That's right.
I wanted her to give them to you in the butt. She wouldn't.
I know you did. Everybody avoids that. No one wants to see that.
So, anyway. Yeah, the nurse was really funny. They were taking me to go do a urine test, and Kevin was sitting in there, and he said some wise crack remark, and I almost flipped him off. And I was like, to the nurse, I said, oh, I almost flipped him off until I realized where I was. She says, I would do it for you, but they frown on that here. So I said, oh, okay. So then I flipped him off. But anyway, she wants to work, so I'm going to plug my ears. So you
All
ready?
right. Yep.
We're going to go ahead and call it an evening. We have to between a little bit of segment. See that? Take it away. Hey, Joe! And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Ta-ta for now. I love you. Love you.
I heard
Yes,
that one.
I do. Hugs, kisses. Don't jump on my stomach. Peace out, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.